Hey YouTube, welcome to Ron Shed. This is going to be part of a series I'm going to make called the Ideal Industries Tool Series. Ideal Industries is a tool manufacturer who owns a variety of other tool manufacturers. And I'm a huge fan of their electrical tools, which is actually where they got their start. So let's break on right into it. First, with a quick explanation of who Ideal are. They're an electrical tool manufacturer who are actually, their first big claim to fame was the wire stripper. They were the first to invent wire strippers. Pretty cool. Well, today they're still around manufacturing tools for the electrical trade, and they happen to own a lot of other manufacturers of other tools. SK, for example. They acquired SK, brought them back to the United States, and they're going to warranty ancient SK tools from before their acquisition. We all know SK. Everybody knows this. The beautiful quality wrenches from back in the day are still being manufactured with new twists. If you've checked out some of the new SK stuff, it looks incredible. Their old stuff was well respected, and the new stuff's very innovative. So I'm going to talk about my needle nose. These are my Ideal Industries needle nose. I actually recently purchased them, so they're pretty new. I haven't had them long, but I use them in my daily job, and you don't really wear out needle nose typically. You can tear the curdling up, which on these is quite nice. You can fill it with copper, but you can clean it out with a brush. They tend to stay together pretty well. But look at what they've done. Look at the size of that joint. And look at this. It opens smooth as could be, straight out of the box. I've been through many pair of needle nose, and I just replace them usually because I get tired out of them, not because they necessarily wear out or they walk off sometimes. But never have I had a pair that out of the box fell open like that. Now that'll happen after time, or you can sit there while you watch TV, play this game, or people say boil them in oil or just throw them in the dirt. Usually that's more Lyman's things, but your needle nose will come stiff too, especially if you buy them from certain other very well-known electrical tool manufacturers. They'll come stiff as a board, and I'm sure a lot of other needle nose manufacturers tends to be. You really can't just, you got to put your effort in. But these were manufactured by Ideal. Now, they say Sycamore, Illinois on them, but Ideal was known for a few years ago actually doing a lot of Taiwanese manufacturing. So I cannot confirm that this pair was actually made in the United States. They've since really driven United States manufacturing, and so I don't know. But these are their Journeyman type series. That's a trademark of Klein. I believe these are called Comfort Grip or Wireman pliers, but they come with this grip, which is incredible. It's squared off edges, if you can see. It's rounded, but it certainly has a bit of a square to it, a square shape. And I find that is great in the hand for pulling and prodding and, well, stabbing. I really beat the dog out of these, the nose on this, just beating out knockouts. Man, I'll, reach in there and grab and twist. No play, nothing in them. I mean, the quality is on par with I got a buddy who's got some of the German stuff, and I've got a buddy who's got an old, the top of the line Kleins. They all like these. They all tell me, hey man, that's something else that they put together. Where'd you find them? Just at one of the supply houses, but it's a name that no one really wants to, give that much credit to. And I really think that they got something going on. This cushion grip with the texture, man, it's secure, and in needle nose that's important. It becomes way more important in linemen's and your diagonal cutters, but it's just a nice feel. It gives a little bit as well, which is I guess it'd be on line with those the philo ergonomic sort of thing that they got going on. But all I know is it's I do like the dipped handles, but I have grown to prefer these. The smooth operation of them is something else. So this is your standard set of electrical electrician's needle nose, which is more of a it's not like a car needle nose size. These are actually going to go close to 9 inches. They're actually supposed to measure in around 8 5/8. And they're perfect in every way. You can really jam on a fixture, or I will use them in plastic boxes. Let me demonstrate that. If you're one of those great, let's just say that this was some side work material that a client bought. I don't buy these blue boxes. They're terrible. If you're in Home Depot and you're looking around at boxes, do yourself a favor. Well, I can't say they're terrible. They meet UL standards. But just do yourself a favor and check out the supply house. Look at the Slater plastic boxes, or maybe even, if you could go to a metal with a clamp. I've always liked that in residential work, and I've got some contractors that demand we do that. And it's a lot more work, but I'm always more proud of the final when that's the case. But you can see day in, day out, multiple times a day on a rough end, and they're holding up great. And I imagine these to hold up for years. The only thing I might end up doing with these is if I tear these grips up real bad, which so far on my linemen's, and I can show you that later on in another video, because this is a series and I do want to review them. That'll have more longevity of how well these grips hold up, and they have held up, because I'm hard on linemen's. It's a pair of needle nose. I don't know how much I can really say about them, but I can tell you, if you're using the Klein stuff and you bought into that gimmicky stripper nonsense that they try to add on to the end of that, and you're not real happy, check these out. Because in the Journeyman series on the Klein, they always have a stripper notch. Be it just the one for number 12, or be it the ridiculousness that they threw into the other one, a full set of strippers and a pair of needle nose. That's gimmicky. It's not, it's nice, but you haven't done any, you didn't reinvent the wheel, you just made a piece of garbage. But even if you can't find, you like the handle, the comfort grip handle, and you can't find anything with a straight knife, and the reason that would be a problem is because you go to cut multi-conductor cable, and it slips into that point, and you got to cut it twice, and it's a real time waster. Check out these Ideals. I guarantee and I promise you're going to be happy with it. And when you go to the supply house with a broken Ideal tool, it is a direct. They don't even ask a question, man. I mean, it's not like Klein and Home Depot, where people are ripping off Home Depot, returning their blown up stuff. No, it's more like it was easy, man. It's incredibly easy. So these are my pliers, and my needle nose pliers, and I think if you're in the market for just a set of needle nose pliers, give these a look. The cost to upgrade to this handle is negligible if you like the Journeyman style, or the Wireman style handles. These are something else. So that's for today. Showing you the Ideal Industries needle nose pliers. While I'm at it, A&L Handles, APP Anderson Power Products. We got Pratt & Reed Western Forge SK. American manufacturing from a company a lot of people haven't heard of. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you watching Ron Shed, coming and hanging out with me today. Keep up with my videos. Subscribe if you like. Give me a thumbs up. Have a good one, and see you next time.